ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. I want to start to say that if I say anything that's wrong, then that's from my own ignorance and from shaitan. And if anything comes good from this khutbah that we could all take back home, then surely it is from Allah. And of course, there's people here who are more qualified and more knowledgeable to take this role. But bear with me today. So my talk to all of us today is about seeking the opportunities. What is seeking the opportunities? The Prophet ﷺ advised us to seek 5 unique opportunities. And he told us that Allah has blessed us with these opportunities so that we take it, we should cherish it, and always try to our best to keep it in our minds and work towards it, which is called also in Arabic, ikhtiram furas. And what are these 5 unique opportunities? These opportunities are, if you think about it, it's literally the secret or the shortcuts to life, and also at the same time to build your hereafter. And it's not easy for everyone to keep this in mind, but surely if any of us keep this in our minds daily and try to fit our schedules and our plans according to this way, then for sure, inshallah, you will always see success. And what are these 5 opportunities? قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم اغتنام الفرص, firstly narrated by Abdullah ibn Abbas, if I'm not mistaken. But اغتنم 5 قبل 5 شبابك قبل هرمك وصحتك قبل سقمك وغناك قبل فقرك وفراغك قبل شغلك, and last but not least, وحياتك قبل موتك. The Prophet ﷺ said, seek 5 before the other 5 stop you. Seek 5 opportunities before the other 5 opportunities stop you. And what is it? What are these? Starting with your youth. Shababaka. Your youth before being old. Goes on to your health before being sick. After, your wealth before being poor. And your leisure time, your free time before being preoccupied. And last but not least, your life before death. These are the 5 opportunities, the 5 unique opportunities that the Prophet ﷺ advised us to make sure that we keep this in mind. And when you think about it, many of us, we take it as lightly, or we don't think about it as much. We always feel like, that we're never going to leave this earth. We think that we're going to be here forever, but when nobody wants to think about that, oh, am I really going to leave this earth one day? Nobody likes to think about that. But sadly, it's the truth. Whether we want it or not, we're going to end up leaving this earth. So number 1, شَبَابَكَ قَبْلَ هَرَمِكَ. Your youth before being old. Now, in Islam, of course, youth is really important, because when you're young, it's the time that you could do the most of your abilities. It's the time you could pray more. It's the time you could go out more, help people out more. It's the time you could reach out to more people, to do good to your maximum potential, your maximum ability. Because you're young, you're strong, and you could do a lot more. And Allah for sure love worship and the ibadah from those who are strong. It comes in hadith, Al-Mu'min قَوِيٌّ خَيْرٌ وَأَحَبُّ إِلَى اللَّهِ مِنَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ الضَّعِيفِ. And this goes both ways. Not only just, it means the strong believer is more pleasant to Allah. Allah loves the strong believer over the weak believer. This doesn't only mean just, spiritually strong. Of course, that plays a part in it. But also being physically strong. Allah likes the strong believer over the weak believer. Because at that youth age, you're able to do more. You can stand longer nights praying, longer prayers. You don't have much injuries. You can stand to pray in all of Ramadan. Compared to our seniors who have certain health problems or just older age, they can't do as much as us young folks or just young people in general. So this is the time that we have to take, this opportunity of our youth and not just waste it doing other things. For sure, everybody, you all love sports. You're strong, You can play football, you can play basketball, everything. You're strong, you're fast. But also, use that strength to also do a lot of good. For instance, let me give you an example. Now, if a general comes and he's looking for soldiers to take to the battlefield, or he's just looking to build an army, do you think that he's going to go and take all the, old people or the older people, or you think he's going to go look for young people, strong people to add to his army in order to go to battle? Of course, he's going to take the young ones that he sees that they have potential, they're strong. Because you don't want a weak army, you want a strong army. And Allah also doesn't want weak ibadah from us. Not necessarily just weak, but He wants us to put effort into it. So that's why the Prophet ﷺ said, while you're young is the time you could do more. You could do so much more, you just don't know. So we have to try our best to use these opportunities and to use our youth to do more good. Because when you get old, then it's too late to sit down and say, oh man, when I was younger, I wish, I stood longer nights to pray. Or I wish, I want to help people. Everything could be a source of good deed. Even if you go, you help people with your strength, you go help people with your physical body, you also get good deeds for that. So we should use our youth to make use of it. Compared to when you're old, then you start getting weaker. Not only that, some people, mashallah, they still, even though they're 70, 80, they still, you can say young. But it also comes with a lot of defects. Whether it's memory loss, or just you see the mental power, the mental capacity, it becomes lower than usual. A lot of things comes with old age, that you can't do what you could do or you could have done when you was young. So this is why we have to try our best to use our youth and do the most we can. Number 2, our health before being sick. Now what does this mean? This means that Allah gave us health. Alhamdulillah, for those of us who are completely healthy, you could breathe properly, you're able to walk, your mind is in the right place, you can think for yourself, you don't have machines hooked up to you that you can't get up at all, you can't do anything for yourself, you have your health right in front of you. Now a smart person for sure would know to use his health that Allah has given him to do good things with it. He's made you strong. You don't have sickness. You're not 24/7 in a hospital. You're able to. He made you healthy so that you could worship Him, take care of your family, and your daily needs. So the Prophet said, Salam Alaikum, your health before being sick. Because when you become sick, is the times that you're deprived. That's when you will know the blessings of health. Because when you're sick, that's when you realize, you'll be like, oh man, I didn't know it felt this good to be healthier, or it felt this good to not be sick. Especially those who, even when I had yellow fever, when I went to Africa, it was so severe. Like, you just feel like your body just starts heating up. When it's cold, that's when you're hot. When it's hot, that's when you're cold. And you just feel so sick and weak. And even food that you put in your mouth, even the best of food, you taste it, it tastes like garbage. And that's what sickness does. And of course, that made me realize to be like, health is really an important thing. Because when you keep your health intact, that's literally, you could say, your engine to do everything in life. Because if you're sick, you can't do nothing. It's like you're paralyzed, you can't do anything. And there's different ways, many different ways, to take care of your health, whether spiritually or physically. Try to eat good. Try to do some physical exercise time to time. Try to move around time to time. Even if it's a walk, a jog, something. Of course,